Welcome back to the weeblounge. I am Nick, and the clan battles are still going, and this is a sheep on a pillow with little sheeps floating around it. This is like one of the weirdest things. I'm getting sleepy. It's Mesarthim? Something. It's a sheep on a pillow, and we're going to whoop it. Now this boss is a little on the odd side, okay? You don't have to bring a tank to this one. If you got well-geared characters, decently high level, you don't need a tank. Now it does do like a standard attack on your frontline character, but it's a really small damage attack. It ain't much. But it does have another attack that kind of eats away everybody. It's an attack that it repeats over and over and over. It's kind of basically a standard attack of this character that will hit the entire field. So little bits. Not terribly important or difficult to get around. But the one other thing that he does is a bind. And I've noticed this bind is kind of cast randomly. I've had it happen on the back character in my trial runs. I've had it happen on the tank. I've had it happen on mid-ground. A bind just kind of gets cast and just will hit somebody. It's whatever. It's like a random thing feature with this boss. I guess that for being the fifth boss, there's usually a little something in there. So the bind is more or less random as far as I can tell, and it hasn't affected me one bit yet. Not yet. Nope, not at all. His ultimate though does hit the entire field, magic damage, everybody, and it hurts. So you do need heals, but not a full healer once again, unless you don't have Akino. Akino is really useful. I love Akino. Akino works out so well. He really does. All right. Now this one you do not need a tank, but you do need someone capable of taking a little bit of a whooping. So Kaori. Kaori's pretty good. She likes to stand in front anyways. She stands in front of some of the other tanks, so why not? Let's give her the job. As far as support goes, I should use somebody else's Makoto just because it's, or something else, because I get all these Makotos. Come on, guys. Give me one. All right, we're looking at Akino. We're going to throw in Kokoto for some buffs, and she can take care of herself. A little bit of a heal there. And Mimi, because Mimi bunnies, I've said it over and over in the other videos. We like Mimi. Mimi's awesome. She's funny. Let's go ahead and see what we do here. Now, one thing you might find out is that the frontline character is going to take a beating, and it can come close. Okay? I've done multiple trials where Kaori is like a smidge away from death, and then other ones where I didn't really have to worry. So there's a little bit of random to it seems. But overall, this actually works out pretty well. You do not need a tank, but your frontmost character needs to be geared and geared properly. Now, if you wanted to, I mean, you could probably have Makoto stand out front, probably do that just as well, but Kaori seems to work out, and she's good DPS besides, so let's get her up in there. Dog punch, there you go. Now, we don't need to keep her full health, but we do need her to survive the entire duration of the fight. So hopefully Akino rips out that little jewel and starts healing people again, because otherwise we in trouble. Oh, there it goes. Oh, we're kind of lucky with that. Thankfully, it reaches Mimi, too. So overall, I'd say the damage is pretty good. 356,000. Ooh, 365,000. Not bad, especially for my free-to-play group. So, cheap, really not so bad. Making me a little sleepy, but otherwise, not a scary character. Not a scary character at all. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Typically, you'll find in these boss fights that the fifth boss always throws a little bit of a curveball, sometimes. And the curveball, I guess, was the full AoE attacks along with the bind. But if you guys were watching that fight, the bind really didn't do nothing. I didn't even notice it while I was talking here, and I'm keeping an eye on it. So I'm probably blind. There's that too, and I was more concerned about everybody else having Makoto, and I don't. We'll see you in the next video.